Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Practical issues during handling of DSC part 2. For part 1, link is shared in description box. 12th, the sample size. The amount of sample used will vary according to sample and application. In general, make sure that excessive amount of sample are not to be added to pan. Sample collapse when melting or softening can give rise to noise during or after transition. Reducing sample size minimizes chances of this happening. Often, just a few milligram or less is sufficient, typically 1 to 3 mg for pharmaceutical material, though for very weak transition and for accurate heat of fusion measurement, more sample may be needed. Note that when considering accuracy of energy measurement, the accuracy of balance should taken into account. For polymer, slightly larger sample of 10 mg are often used, but again this depends upon sample and the transition of interest. 13. Purge gases. Purge gases are used to control a sample environment, purge volatiles from the system and prevent contamination. They reduces noise by preventing internal convection current, prevent ice formation in sub-ambient system and can provide an active atmosphere. Air and oxygen are sometimes used for oxidative tests, such as oxidative induction time measurement. Helium is used for work at very low temperature, where nitrogen and oxygen would condense, and is recommended for fast scan DSC studies. Other gases, such as argon, have been used, and this can be helpful when operating at a higher temperature, typically above 600 degrees Celsius. This gas has a lower thermal conductivity, which result in lower heat loss, but at a lower temperature result in decreases resolution and sensitivity. Air, nitrogen and oxygen have a similar thermal conductivity and instrument calibration is unaffected if they are switched. The use of helium or argon requires separate calibration to be performed. For totally inert performance, use high purity gases together with a copper or steel gas line and give a time for the sample area to be fully purged of air before beginning a run. Gas flows are controlled either by mass flow controller or by using a pressure regulator and restrictor. If you want to check for a gas flow, do not put the exit line into a beaker of water. Suck back can occur, destroying the furnace, and bubble formation causes noise. A soap bubble flow meter can be used if needed, but any device used to measure a normally low purge gas flow should not in itself causes a restriction. 14. Subambient operation. A variety of cooling systems are available for most instruments, and these are now mostly automatic in operation. Issues of filling liquid nitrogen system and often availability means the refrigerated cooler are often preferred, and some system can be operated at below -100 degrees Celsius. Intercoolers are preferred for use with auto sampler since there is no risk of the coolant running out. General practical point while using DSC. Cleanliness is major concern while using DSC. Contamination will occur if pan is placed on dirty surface and then transferred to a furnace, so keep the analyzer and working area clean and tidy. And discard used pan to avoid mixing them up. DSC furnace should be kept clean. Refer to manufacturer's instruction for the most appropriate cleaning method. Avoid abrasive and be aware of dangers of using flammable solvent. Take note of specific instruments for any particular type of furnace. Do not heat aluminum pan above 600 degrees Celsius. Do not operate furnace in an oxidizing atmosphere above their recommended limits. Do not use excessive force when cleaning a furnace. Discard used sample immediately after use before they become mixed up with fresh samples. तो आज के वीडियो में बस इतना ही. मिलते हैं हमारे अगले वीडियो में. तब तक के लिए मैं रोहित साइनिंग ऑफ. बाय बाय.